Guys, you can see I'm outside of a trailer here. Outside of this single wide trailer, I'm about to go inside with the we'll say work order from the landlord saying that they need to stop the unit from shaking as best he can, and they need a new thermostat. Now, new thermostat's no problem. I got a simple comfort stat right here. But the biggest issue we're gonna have is that old Shaky. She loves to shake. Here's our old thermostat. Let's go ahead and turn this on to see what old Shaky does. Oh yeah. I can see what they mean. Old Shaky's pretty loud. Remember old Shaky's from a long time ago, 1982. See what we can do. We got our General Electric thermostat from way back in the day. Of course, it's mercury. We'll go ahead and take this off the wall and we'll get our simple comfort stat on. I got a little tutorial on Talent 875 about putting these on, so if you want to know more about putting these stats up, you can check out over there. I'm going to go ahead and whip this one out here, put a new one in, and we'll check and see if we can't shut old Shaky down for once and for all. Okay guys, we're in here with old Shaky. I'm going to take the blower out, see if there's anything we can do. Let's make sure the blower wheel's centered. I did change out this motor like 5 years ago. So we'll see if the blower wheel has moved out of center, anything's wrong with the bracket. It's always been a shaker, so I don't know. Just old. Not as strong as she used to be. We'll see if we can't shut her up. We get it all cleaned out. I hate to take it apart again, it's so fragile. See, I can get most of the dirt out from the blades here and see that helps out a little bit. I'm thinking it's not going to help enough. Pretty dusty. I'll go get my vacuum in a second. That's a lot of dirt. That is a lot of dirt, gentlemen. We'll see how much difference that makes when that blower gets restarted. I'll be curious. Old Shaky is reassembled now. We've cleaned up a little bit of our dirt in front of us. You saw how much dirt there was. Evaporator coil is not that dirty. You can see a little bit of dirt on it, but not too bad. You can see it's old school. The check valve, 2 capillary tubes right there. So old school stuff right here, matched up with, let's see, with Goodman. We'll see how she's running in a minute. So you know it's going to be a rated match. Probably 15 to 18 SEER, guys. So we'll see. Guys, we can still hear our refrigerator shelves rattling. Not as bad, but the vibration has definitely gone down. So that definitely made a difference. We might have to do a little bit of engineering on the refrigerator shelves in order to quiet it down so the renter's going to be happy. So we'll see. I'm going to put the door back on, see if that improves what's going on here, and then we'll try to shut those shelves up any way we can. I don't think there's going to be anything I can do right here because it's already kind of loose on the floor. It's kind of just sitting on top of the ductwork. It's not actually tied into the ductwork. We'll see. I'll put the door back on, see if that helps a little bit, keeping it a little bit more rigid. Then we'll move on. I got my refrigerator to shut up a little bit. You see, it's still vibrating. You can tell it's vibrating. But the shelves, I got a few of these grommets like this and cut them around the shelves so they'll rest on the grommets to isolate the vibration, because this thing is always vibrated. So hopefully this will keep the thing quiet so everybody will be happy. You see, guys, we have 126 degrees here with our heat strips running. Now the limits are tripping on the heat strips. I can hear them because there's not enough airflow, and if I increase the airflow then the room will shake. So we have an issue. We need to either take these heat strips out of the circuit. You see it's back up to 133.7, 134. It's getting pretty hot with these heat strips, a little bit too hot for a day like today, and the limits will trip and bring them back down again. You see they're coming back down again. So I might do a little bit of wiring to take them out of the circuit unless it's very cold outside. So we'll see. I think that's a good idea, because you can't get much more airflow with those things. Or taking away the heater elements out of the circuit. I think I'll do that. This is our heat kit down here at the bottom, just like train heat kits are. Modern ones, this is a BAY. We used to call them bay heaters, what we called them. You can see the two contactors here and here. Now each one of those is controlling heating elements. This one here is controlling two, one on either side. One of them's been removed. Used to have a wire right here as well, right in there. Contactor except for the depressors right here at the top. Same way here, you can see the little plunger here. These are real tough contactors. These things are from 1982 and they're still going. It's just so funny, modern contactor lasts like 5 years, but these suckers would go forever. And this compartment's been hot for a long time. So we have 3 elements coming in here, on this side, and over here. See this single pole, it's missing the side on this side. And there's our heating elements are on the back behind here. You can't see them right now. But I turned off the breaker to this one, which is over here, 25 amps. And I just left one heating element here because I think one's all we're going to be able to tolerate. Now if I see that it looks like we can have 2, I'll just turn the breaker back on to this one. But for now we're going to leave it off because I think 5 kW with our amount of airflow, it's going to be about all we get. So we're going to try it out, see how it works, see what our temperature goes up to, see if our limits click on and off like they did before. I don't think they're going to, but we shall see. So let's try it out. I'm waiting for our second stage to come on with this thermostat. I programmed it so that when the heat strips come on, the light will come on. You can program it a few different ways. You can program it to come on whenever the system's running or when the second stage is running, whatever you want. So I've programmed it for second stage, so I'm going to wait for it to come on. Then we're going to see how much temperature rise we get after that. Guys, we have our light on. Second stage is on. Set up to 75. I programmed it for 5 minutes before second stage can come on. You can program it anywhere from 0 to 30 minutes. See, we're up into the hundreds now. So we're going to see how far it goes. Hopefully she bottoms out. I like to be, 120, around in that area. I don't want to see up into 130s and 140. That's way too high. We look like we're around 119 now. Starting to slow down with our rise. We'll probably get to around 120. So even with just 5 kW running, we're at 120 degrees, which is real high. That's, it's jumping up another 20, 25 degrees with just 5 kW. So not a lot of airflow, just gotta keep on guard. Take it from 15 down to 5, because at 15 it was just tripping limits non-stop. And you worry about just being too hot all the time and causing an issue like a fire or something like that. Even though things don't spontaneously combust most of the time, if you have those sort of high temperatures constantly, I just worry about there being a malfunction inside the unit, a malfunction of one of the electrical components. Because like I said, those contactors have been around for 30 years and they are tough because they withstood the heat in that compartment for that whole time. So see, we're at 120.2, 0.3, so we're still warm air coming out of here. Just imagine 15 kW if it was unchecked with the limit switch. It would probably be 140, 150 degrees. So really scary stuff. So it's better just to have it nice and safe. Even if we're a little bit short on the supplementary heat for defrost, we should still be squared away, 99% of the time.